Hi, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Nail Nails. In this video, we're going to do a really deep, dark, horizontal ombre. So for this design, I've already applied a tip, blended that in, and I've already prepped as well. If you want to see the videos of how to apply a tip and how to prep a nail, you can check out the links below. We've got the black acrylic powder, and we've also got the Vivid Violet acrylic powder. So if you look at this nail that I have on, everybody keeps asking me how I did this nail. And I'm going to show you how. First of all, we're going to start with the black. So this is what I would call a dark ombre. So people do really nice, delicate pink and white ombres, but we're going to do a more edgy ombre with these colours. I'm going to start with the darker colour first. Nice and close to the cuticle, but I'm not flooding it at all. I want to get it nice and neat. And I'm going to pull it down just over halfway. I'm just cleaning that tip up a little bit, just with the monomer that's on the end of the brush. So this is the opposite way around as we would do if we were doing a really pale ombre. So we've used the dark colour first, whereas if we were doing a pale ombre, we would use the paler colour first. We're going to go right on the end and make sure the end's covered. And I'm going to turn the brush round and start to blend it back. So with this first bead, the main point is to get the end covered with the colour. And then you can pick some more of the colour up, quite wet, and use that to blend up the colour over the top of the black. I'm turning my brush around again and just gently sweeping that up. Make sure all the sides are covered. And now we're going to cap that with clear. So I'm going to take a clear bead, start towards the top, and then we can start to chase that down the nail to cap and give the strength. So you're going to check your side view of the nail to make sure you've capped and you've also got your apex. I'm just moving the product around just to make sure everywhere is capped. I'm looking down the barrel of the nail, looking at the side of the nail. So what I don't want to do is start to file on the nail and then start to remove the colour. So you need to cap with the clear to reinforce that. Also, it's going to give strength, and we can also pinch this nail as well. So just going to let that set up a little bit so it starts to go matte. As soon as that starts to go matte, I can start to pinch the nail. So we want it nice and thin. So I'm just going to test this by touching it, so I know it's not sticking to me. And then I can apply the pinching tool, which will clamp down the sides of this nail and start to add that nice curve. Just going to let that sit there for a second, and then I will pinch the very tip of it with my fingers in between my index finger and my thumb. That's set now, so I'm going to file this. I'm going to file exactly the same as I do on every single nail. So I do the side walls first. And I whip round the cuticle. You want to tip the finger down when you are going around the cuticle, because it helps to angle the file in the correct position. If you don't tip the finger down, you keep it flat, you will naturally want to hold this flat, your file. So then you'll end up skipping into the skin. So as long as you tip it down, it's very easy for you to just get in to the place that you really want to file. Then we're going to come over the top surface of the nail. And I pull the file towards myself. I can loop down the barrel of the nail and make sure it's thin enough. It's all about contouring with the rotation of the hand and also with the twisting of the finger. Now I'm going to file the free edge shape. We've got a nice almond shape here. Once you're happy with that, you can then buff over. Make sure you rotate the finger in your fingers so you catch all the edges to soften that nail and remove the demarcations in the nail. Dust over, and then we're going to wipe over lint-free pad, some pure acetone. I'm going to wipe over with that, which will then smooth that top surface even more. To finish that nail off, we're going to use the Mega Gloss with its fancy, look at that lovely new label we've got on there as well. I'm loving these new labels we have on everything. Going right over that nail, make sure you don't flood the cuticle. Just whip that all the way over, and it really brings out the colour as well of this nail. Make it all nice and shiny. Gonna pop that into the LED lamp for 1 minute. That's all cured now. To finish this nail off, gonna pop a little bit of cuticle oil on. I've got the vanilla cuticle oil here, which is a bit gorgeous. I'm going to rub that in all around the finger, underneath. There you are, that's all complete. A nice deep dark ombre.